Hello there. There was a distinct autumnal flavour to the weather in Europe last week. It was cooler and quite showery. It looks likely over the next few days that things will quieten down just a touch. But as you can see on the satellite picture, there's some cloud around. It's producing some rain. That rain is all going to shift its way steadily eastwards. But on Sunday, we'll have some wetter weather across the far south of the UK, across to the Low Countries, into Germany and down to the Eastern Alps. We'll also see some heavier rain perhaps through parts of Russia, stretching across the Black Sea and into northwest Turkey. But the Greek Isles, Greece, along with Italy, the bulk of the Mediterranean generally fine, settle and sunny. So Portugal and Spain, pleasant enough with temperatures perhaps into the high 20s for many towns and cities. There's that wetter weather then across the UK into maybe northern France and into Germany. That will ease away, and as we go into Monday, there will be an improving picture, a little more warmth as well coming through in comparison to recent days. So let's take a look at some of the city forecasts, see that in a little more detail. I suspect we will see temperatures into the low 20s across France as we go through the week ahead. A good deal of fine weather across Spain, as you can see quite clearly. And then out to the east, well, it looks likely that the best of the sunshine, the best of the warmth over the next few days continues in Athens, with temperatures into the high 20s. Hello there. The week ahead in North America will be much quieter after the remnants of Hurricane Ian starts to ease away. You can see where it still is on that satellite picture, but it's certainly a quieter story across the Carolinas, down into Georgia and to Florida, allowing for a clear up process to continue. So that wet weather will pull away, high pressure builds in behind, scattering of showers across the Rockies. Some of these showers could be heavy and widespread for the second half of the weekend, and along that west coast it's a quiet story as well. A little more cloud just perhaps along that west coast from time to time, but for much of British Columbia down to Vancouver we will see a good deal of fine weather. Same too for Northern California, a little bit of cloud spoiling the warmth across San Francisco, but nevertheless still into the mid-70s for Los Angeles. Here's our city forecast then over the next couple of days. That dry, settled theme is set to continue. And then across the eastern seaboard, well, it's likely that we'll have some rain, although not particularly heavy on Sunday. Lighter rain easing away from New York and Washington. Cloudy conditions as far south as Tennessee. And then we will through Georgia down into Florida, see a good deal of fine weather to come as well. So the rain easing in New York, better picture from Monday onwards. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for South America, and it's a quiet story at the moment. As you can see from the satellite picture, we've got a little bit of shower cloud being picked up across southeast Brazil, but the heaviest of the rain is across the northwest at the moment. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Further south, we've got a weather front that's just brushing the far southern tip of Chile, but really not amounting to too much either. So the heaviest of the rain across parts of Colombia, Venezuela, also into northwest Brazil as well. These brighter colours suggest that some of those showers are really quite potent. Few scattered showers, but slowly easing away from Rio de Janeiro as well. And then south of that, we're into that dry, quiet, settled, sunny story. Temperatures into the mid-20s over the next few days for Argentina and for parts of Chile. So here's our city forecast. Then the showers will tend to come and go from time to time in Rio, but then improving later on in the week. Buenos Aires keeps that sunshine going, a little bit cooler from Wednesday onwards. Now, this is Aureen, and as you can see quite clearly that we are going to continue to see that tropical storm bringing some wet weather across that west coast of Mexico. Few scattered showers, some heavier rain across Central America and also into the Caribbean. And it looks likely that those showers will continue on and off as we go through the week ahead, but a much better picture in Cuba after recent rainfall from Hello there. Quiet weather conditions are set to dominate across much of the Middle East. More on that in just a moment. For Africa, as you can see quite clearly on the satellite picture, most of the weather action close to West Africa. once again through the Gulf of Guinea out towards Guinea is where the heaviest of the rain is likely to be. There will be a few sharper showers inland, not really amounting to too much, and then they become a little bit more extensive through the afternoon, as you can see quite clearly. To the north and south of that, it's a dry settled picture, but there's a weather front moving its way towards South Africa, and so that's going to bring some rain on Monday. Once that clears through, we'll have more sunshine returning from Tuesday onwards. Let's take a look at what to expect across North Africa. Here it's fine and quiet through Casablanca. We'll see temperatures into the high 20s, dipping off a little as we go through the week ahead. Now that dry settled theme continues through the Middle East as well. A good deal of fine dry weather here. We've had a shamal in recent days, still a light breeze coming down through the Gulf states, but I don't think really that's going to cause too much of an issue, and still those temperatures into the high 30s, perhaps low 40s over the next few days. So there's going to be a little change in our city forecast. It's all about the blue sky and the sunshine, as you can see quite clearly, with top temperatures peaking at 42 degrees. That's it. Take care. Hello there. Central Asia continues to stay fairly quiet with the weather. More on that in just a moment. South Asia, still some rain despite the monsoon rains officially retreating now. You can see from the satellite picture where I'm talking about in terms of the shower cloud, and perhaps the most extensive ones running up through the Bay of Bengal, and they're going to be affecting Bangladesh and northeastern states of India as well. So that's the story. Sunday shows some showers across that Kerala coastline down into Sri Lanka. Showers drifting up across northeastern states towards Bangladesh and Myanmar, but a good deal of fine dry weather north and west of that, and across to Central Asia there's a good deal of sunshine around. We have had some colder weather just recently across Kazakhstan, temperatures struggling here by the middle part of the day to get into double figures, but things getting a little bit milder over the next few days to come. So there's that dry weather through Pakistan, across northwest India, a few scattered showers, particularly through the Maldives, some sharper ones as well through Sri Lanka, and the heaviest of the showers running up through northeastern states of India over to Bangladesh. Across the Himalayas, few isolated showers, but very hit and miss. So here's the city forecast then. As we go through the week ahead, we keep the risk of showers into Colombo, also into Dhaka. Islamabad should stay fine and dry, but the temperatures in Nur Sultan will start to recover as we go through the week. Hello there. Forecast for Australia and New Zealand all coming up shortly, but first of all let's start off with the satellite picture across Asia. You can see where the shower cloud is quite clearly. Typhoon Noru still producing some enhanced rainfall across Vietnam and Thailand. More on that in just a moment, but further north of that, it's fine, it's settled, it's quiet, and it's warm once again across much of China. In fact, Shanghai seeing temperatures into the mid-30s. Some outbreaks of rain, some of it heavy, moving its way through the Korean peninsula, but quiet for Japan, quiet for much of China. Now, Vietnam, Thailand, also Myanmar, seeing some enhanced rainfall there at the moment. That's the remnants of what was a Nori, and generally through Malaysia and Indonesia, we've got some pretty intense showers through the middle part of the day. Here's the city forecast then over the next few days. We keep the shower risk going into Bangkok and into Seoul, slowly improving from Wednesday onwards. Now into Western Australia, we've got some showers. They're moving their way a little bit further east as we get into Monday. Some of those quite intense across that east coast. It's drier than it has been, and it's a little bit warmer than it has been as well. But it won't be warmer across New Zealand. A southerly wind is bringing some cooler air, so temperatures struggling by day and by night. Showers easing away from the North Island. We could see some frosts first thing in the morning, and some of those showers could be wintry in nature as well. Take care.